Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something to show you. Look at this top. I'm going to teach you how to make this exact top. You can see at the back it's super cute. I made this 2 days ago and I thought of you, and yeah, I want to share it with you. This is totally beginner friendly. You can just enjoy and learn how to make this one exactly to fit you, because I'm going to show you how to measure your body and make it to fit you, because we are all beautiful flowers in different colors, so we are different shape and form. Of course, we are beautiful as we are. And the material need for this project is Aran weight yarn and hook. To be able to measure your body to make this top that fit you, you need the tape measurement. This is the essential of creating your own crochet garment or any kind of garment. I use this all the time, especially when I want to, create something new, and yeah, basically for everything. I still am learning how to design different pieces, and the more I do, the more I learn. So I want to show you how I did my top. Before I start, I want to show you the close-up picture of the colors of this top. I also list all the number of all these colors for you in description box below, including the direct link to purchase the same yarn if you want to have the same result. And here is a measurement that you need to do. So my breast is 33 inches. I add 1 inch, so I have 34 inches. 34 inches divided into 2 because we're going to make 2 panels. 34 inches divided to 2 is 17 inches, and we have to make chain to matching with 17 inches, but it's better to have an odd number. You will know why in the end. I have 73 chain, and after that I add 3 chain to build up the yarn, and then I add 1 double crochet in 4 chain from hook, and then 1 double crochet in each chain across until the end. And now here I am, I have 73 double crochet. Then the second row I chain 3 again, and I turn the work. I will add 1 double crochet in 4 chain from hook. And again, I'm going to repeat this step by adding 1 double crochet in each chain of the double crochet from the previous row until the end of the row. And this is how I create the front panel. You're going to do the same, doesn't matter how many chain you have at the starting point, and you're just gonna have the same result over and over again. So each row I will have 73 double crochet. And again, this top is super easy. Or the whole top you only going to make a double crochet, and yeah, half double crochet at one point the neckline, and then I will show you the chain also easy. And here's the color. I'm going to keep changing the color in every 2 rows. You are feel free to do the same, or you can just do whatever color you want. So you're going to repeat this as many rows as you want your top to be. I'm going to do it each color 2 rows, in total of 22 rows. And I will come back here to show you how we form the neckline. So take your time, play some nice music, and make sure you count the stitch. Don't miss any stitch. Make sure every end of the row you have the same stitch number. So here is the top after I have done 22 rows. Of course, you can make longer if you want your top to be longer, but I just like this length. So after I finish these 22 rows, I use the tape measurement to measure it again, and I found out that the top turned to be 18 inches at the end, because the yarn tend to stretch out a little bit, and that is fine. I have 18 inches, and now I just have to find the number for the neckline. So now we're going to do some calculations. If you don't like to do a calculations, I have everything calculated for you already. My team and I, we work together to create a pattern that's ready to make for you. You don't have to learn how to calculate anything. But since this video, I love to teach people how to make their own garments, so I will show you how I calculate and make my neckline. As I see now, I told you I have 18 inches and I want my neckline to have 9 inches, meaning that I have to minus 9 inches out of 18 inches, which is 9 inches left. 9 inches divided into 2 is 4.5 inches, which is going to be the number of my shoulder part. 4.5 inches is 19 double crochet. So I count 19 double crochet from the right and I add the stitch marker, 19 double crochet from the left and I add another stitch marker. So in the middle I have 35 double crochet. And I change the yarn again. I change the color into pink, kind of like lila, light purple. Yeah, now we're gonna continue row 23. So if you want to change color, you can just do the same, change the color, chain 3 and turn your work. And again, we will start like what we usually do. After chain 3, turn your work, then you're going to add 1 double crochet in 4th chain from the hook, which is the first double crochet from the previous row, basically. And again, I think I didn't mention before, every time when I chain 3, if I don't say this is to be called as double crochet, then it's only to build up the yarn. You should not call this chain as any stitch, because this is how I do the pattern and this is how I design my garment. Keep in mind that each designer, they have different way to do, and this is just my way. So after you chain 3, just add 1 double crochet in the first double crochet from previous row, which is the 4th stitch from hook, and then you add 1 double crochet in each of the next 18 double crochet from previous row, meaning that in the end you have 19 double crochet, and you will meet your stitch marker because you have 19 double crochet at the stitch marker. So here you have complete, and from now on we're going to add 1/2 double crochet until we meet the stitch marker again. So 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across, in total of 35 half double crochet here. So I meet you when you get into the stitch marker. And now you have complete 35 half double crochet, and we're going to add now 1 double crochet in each stitch across, and you will have in total here also 19 double crochet. And this is pretty much how we create the neckline row. You're going to repeat exactly the steps of this row to create row 24, 25, 26, because we're going to have 4 rows of the neckline, shaping the neckline and the shoulder part. I'm going to do again 2 colors each row, so you can do the same or just do the color that you want. I meet you at the row 26. So if you feel a little confused or you think you have to stop and go back, so please stop and go back. This is the beauty of learning from my video tutorial. You can stop at any time and just go back and have a look again step by step. And I meet you at row 26. Yeah, now it's coming together. You can see now after 4 rows, you have made this neckline, and we're going to use this blue color to form the shoulder part. And shoulder part is very easy. You can already see this part. We're going to create another 4 rows for the shoulder part from there, and you will see, I will show you step by step. First, just change the color, and then you will chain 3. And then you're just gonna add 1 double crochet in 4 chain from hook, just on top of double crochet from the previous row, and then you're gonna add another double crochet, like 1 double crochet in each of the next 18 double crochet. So in total you have 19 double crochet because you already add 1 at the beginning. So you're gonna add in total this row 19, and then you turn your work, chain 3, and this second row we're going to do double crochet 2 together at the beginning. So how I do, I poke the hook in the first double crochet, take the yarn, pull through, and then I poke the hook into the second double crochet, take the yarn, pull through. Now I have 3 loops in my hook, take the yarn, pull through 2. Now I have 2 loops, take the yarn, pull through 2, and here we go. I already made 2 double crochet together, and now I'm going to add 1 double crochet in each stitch across, and at the end of this row I will have in total of 18 double crochet. And that's it. For row 3 and row 4 you're going to repeat row 1 and row 2, meaning that row 3 you will not do any decreasing, and row 4 you will do the decreasing row, and the decreasing is come from the inside. You will see the 2 double crochet together always come from the inside from the neckline, not from the armhole. So just repeat that for another 2 rows, and that's it. I make 4 rows in one shoulder, and I will repeat all the steps in the other side to make another shoulder exactly the same. My another side of the shoulder, I have finished it already. I forgot to tell you that you have to chain 1, of course, and cut the yarn, right? So cut the yarn that's long enough to use it later to connect the front panel and the back panel together. If you already forgot like mine, you see one side I have short yarn, you can just do that in the back panel. It doesn't matter, just one panel have long and another one have long, that would work out fine. And now we're going to prepare for the back panel. The back panel is a little bit different. I have to draw to show you. So I already have made the first row, and the first row is the same, which is chain 73, and then I add 1 double crochet in each stitch. Is 73 double crochet. So this is my 73 double crochet, and the drawing in the book is 73 double crochet. So sorry for my drawing, this is what I can do now. So let's continue with the calculation. So row 2, I hope you understand. I find the middle part to create 5 chain 5, whatever you call chain 5 then. So yeah, just forgive my drawing, just to know that in the middle part I would like to have chain 5, meaning that I have to see after 73 minus chain 5 is 68. 68 divided into 2 is 34. So I will have 34 on the right and 34 on the left, plus chain 5 in the middle, that equals 73 stitches, including double crochet and chain. You can see here, I hope it's clear. So now we're going to do 34 double crochet, chain 5, and then 34 double crochet in the other side. That will make total of 73 double crochet for the second row. So here we go. I already made 34 double crochet, and now I'm going to chain 5. After you got your 5 chain done, you will skip 5 stitches from the first row. You have to count 5 stitches, and then you will add 1 double crochet in each of the next or the left of the 34 double crochet from previous row. So that's how you will finish your row 2. 34 double crochet, chain 5, skip 5, and 34 double crochet. So here we go. I have finished my row 2 and now we start the row 3. The difference of the row 3, besides I'm going to change the color, is that I'm going to add another 4 chains. You see, the second row we have 5 chains, and the third row I'm gonna add 4 chains, so we're gonna have 9 chains. You see 2 from the right and 2 from the left. So the second row we have made 34 double crochet, meaning that we're gonna stop 2 stitches just right there, 2 stitches before the chain 5 space, and then we plus another 2 stitches after the chain 5 space, and then we continue with the double crochet. So here we go, 32 double crochet made, and you can see that I stopped 2 stitches right before the chain 5 space, and now I'm going to chain 9 because 5 plus 4 is 9. Chain 9, and then you will skip 9 stitches including the chain 5 space, and after that you see that it's a chain 5 space and another 2. Now we have 9 stitches all together, and after that you're just gonna add 1 double crochet in each stitch across until the end, and you will have 32 double crochet at the end of this row. You see 32 double crochet, chain 9, 32 double crochet, and this is your row 3. And for your row 4 you will do very similar, but the chain space you will increase another 4 stitches, so you will have in the middle chain 13. As you can see, the second row chain 5, chain 9, the third, and the fourth chain 13, meaning that the double crochet from the right and from the left will be minus 2 stitches away to be able to have the chain 4 more in this last row. I hope it's not too complicated. So row 4 you will make 30 double crochet, chain 13, 30 double crochet. This is the row 4, and from now on we're gonna change a little bit. Now I'm gonna change the color, and from the row 5 on I will add each row only 2 chains in the middle, not 4 anymore. So I change the color, and row 5 I have 29 double crochet because last row I have 30 double crochet. You see 29 double crochet, so I stop 1 stitch before the chain space take place. Usually I stop 2 stitches in the last 3 rows of this chain space design. You can see the second, the third, and the fourth. But now the 5th row, this one I just stop 1 stitch before the chain. So now in this row I'm going to chain 15 because I'm gonna add only 2 stitches more, 2 chain more. You can see pretty clear here. So 15, and I will skip 15 stitches including the chain space, of course. Then I will add 1 double crochet in each stitch across, total of 29 double crochet as well in the other side. And this is pretty much what you're going to do until you arrive in row 22 before we start to form the neckline. So just go ahead, do that, and I meet you at the last row. So here we go. Here is my last row, row 22, and what I have made in this row is 12 double crochet plus chain 49 plus 12 double crochet. And now we're going to do this part, this neckline over here, this light pink. Do you remember the number we did at the front part? If you don't know or don't remember, just stop and go back to see how you calculate it. I write everything down already. So row 23, I will be making 19 double crochet plus 35 half double crochet and plus another 19 double crochet. The difference is this time you're going to add some of double crochet inside the chain stitch, not inside the chain space. That's how I like to do my top. And yeah, and half double crochet do the same, which is inside the chain stitch, not inside the chain space. And this is what I mean. Now I'm facing the chain, so I just poke the hook inside the chain to make a double crochet. So you're welcome to do the same if you want your top to have the same result as my one, or you can do it easy way by just put double crochet in the chain space. You can do that as well, it's up to you. And here I show you how I put half double crochet in this chain stitch. It's the same with how I put double crochet actually in the chain stitch, just that now I put half double crochet. So I'm making now 35 of half double crochet, and when I get 35 half double crochet, I will start double crochet again for another 19 double crochet. And this is how I will finish the first row of the neckline. Here we go. This is what it looked like at the moment. It's look funny, but it will turn out very beautiful, as you can already see. Now chain 3, turn the work, and now you're going to repeat this row. The second row of the neckline is much easier because you already have everything there. You don't have to go inside the chain stitch. I found it a little bit challenge to try to put the double crochet and half double crochet in the chain stitch, but now you can just repeat that, the first row of the neckline, and you have the same result. Yeah, and now we finished the necklines of these 4 rows. Now we're going to start again the shoulder part, and the shoulder part is just as the same as the front part. You can just go back and have a look how we did it. It's going to be another 4 rows of each side, and then you just not forget this time to leave the long string for later on. You can sew it out with both panels together, back and front. So I hope you have something like this by now. And now is the time to connect both panels together. Now you're gonna have to use your sewing skill. Well, I'm just doing it very simple. Now you're gonna find the inside. I like to sew from the inside, so you choose which one gonna be the inside and which one gonna be the outside. Now you connect the shoulder part together, use the yarn needle, and you're just gonna connect it with the sewing with the yarn needle, or if you want to use another method, just do what you like. And here we go. After you connect both parts together already in the left and the right, and now we're gonna have to make the armhole. I measure down from the shoulder down it is 8.5 inches, because 8.5 inches is good for me. If you need it to be wider, just do what you feel like, of course. 8.5 inches, and then I use the stitch marker to connect the front and the back together. You can see that 8.5 inches. You see, to have a tape measurement is super useful. Yeah, you can use in any occasion, especially you are in the process of designing the clothes. So now I add my own stitch marker that I made. I put a link here for you if you want to learn how to make your own stitch marker. And here, have a close look. Now I'm going to sew from the bottom part to where the stitch marker. I skip the first row because I like to have the first row open. You can do the same if you want, otherwise you can just sew it up all the whole way. But I like it this way, so my top is a little bit open down there. Finally, we're done. I hope you like the result of your top. And you can see here I have the stitch in blue inside and also outside. You can see a little bit, but I don't mind at all because my top is a rainbow color and I like it this way. Let me know in the comment below if you like this tutorial and if you're going to make it yourself as well. If you do, please tag me when you post in your social media so I can see also your work and the color that you choose to make this top. And as always, if you like this video, just give it a thumb up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet so that you'll be part of our family. Let me know also what you like to see next, what is coming for the tutorial, maybe the pants that matching with this top. What do you think about that? Well, every comment, every opinion counts. So if you want to be part of our tribe, just let me know your thoughts. And I see you next time. Bye bye.
I don't mind taking my time to stay in this